Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Stories of Remnant, episode 4. This is a podcast that loves to talk about RWBY, man. I'm, of course, your host, Efocutioner, and of course, I have WraXden Cosplay, aka the Nobody with the Heart.
Hey, forget you, but yes.
I don't know why you get upset when I say that. You chose the name, WraXden.
Yeah.
There's an X in your name.
That's because
I stopped saying... You know what? Now I'm going to go back to saying that you are the 15th member of Organization 13.
Yes.
So how about that?
Sure, if you want. Whatever you say, fake Kingdom Hearts fans. But yes, this is WraXden
Fake
Cosplay
Kingdom
here.
Hearts, you know what? You are so lucky. This is a RWBY podcast, as I do not have the time. I do not have the time.
Yes, and today we will be talking about Volume 5, Chapter 4, Lighting the Fire. Ooh. Lighting the Fire. Ho, ho, ho. And I guess...
Well, actually, we should really call the episode of Yang, which is about time. I mean, we had a bunch of the side characters, but now it's time to focus on the main character of the show.
Despite the fact that it's called RWBY with an R, not your
Yeah,
RWBY.
but at the same time, you can't spell RWBY without Yang.
You could. You have to replace Y with an I at the end, and yeah. Let's start a new character named Ingrid or something. There you go. Yang got replaced.
No. Yang did not get replaced. You can't spell RWBY without a Y.
With an I, you can't. So yes, let's talk about the episode. So yeah, in the beginning part of the episode, we see Yang. We see the bandit who, bandit got beat up, and Yang's like, "Hey, show me where the tribe is." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat you down." And we all know, if you are a huge RWBY fan and you've been following the series, you know that the bandit and his other crew that he brought over stand no chance. I was just like, I'm shaking my head.
Well, let's be obvious about it, man. I mean, it was so obvious that it was a trap. I mean, even Yang had that look like, are you serious, son?
Yeah, exactly.
Really? We're in an open area. There's nothing but trees around us. And I'm like, really, bruh? Really? I gotta do this shit?
I know, man.
I mean... Yang had that look. To me, I thought it reminded me of like a few Bruce Lee movies.
Oh yeah,
where it's like Bruce Lee just got into the fights where he's just like, I'm about to beat your ass. Why am I even doing this? Can't we just fast forward and you just take me to the place where I want to go that I'm telling you to take me?
Exactly. Oh, you're wasting my time. You're wasting your time. Wasting effort, and you're making me waste my bullets.
Most importantly, you're making me spend energy that I didn't have to.
I know. Well, what's worse than energy is time. Come on, man. I gotta get my sister.
Look, man. She's got the time. Trust me. That's why she's going to visit Raven.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. And, just one last part. I'm like, alright, fun scene. Oh, I did want to say out loud, I'm like, I wondered for a moment why she took off her pant leg covers. And I'm like, oh.
Because she wanted to get comfortable.
Oh, yeah, because she was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight, might as well take these off. And then later on, I'm gonna put them back on.
And that's pretty much what she did. And then she's like, hey, take me to this camp right now.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah. And I also like how she openly reveals it to him. Yeah, Raven's gonna kick your ass. Unlikely because I'm her daughter. What? Shit. Man.
She's gonna kick mine.
I know, exactly. I was like...
I'll still kick you. Although Yang still has that weakness, man. Her right hand was shaking. I mean, her left hand.
Yeah, her left hand was shaking. I don't know if that's like. That has been like a couple of times, 2 or maybe 3 times, and in the episode.
It happens twice in the episode.
Yeah, so. Twice. Excuse me. And I'm like, I don't think it's physical. It's got to be something like mental, right?
Well, hell yeah, bro. I mean, she got her right arm cut off, man.
And yet she's struggling with her left hand. I can understand whether it was her right hand, but now it's her left hand. I don't know about that.
I feel like she's still nervous about fighting. Like, she's gotten stronger, and she's gotten to the point where she can control herself. But, I mean, I feel like if she really gets into a challenging fight, she's going to break down. And I hate to say that about Yang because, like I said, she is the most important character of the show.
Quote unquote most important. You forgot to add that.
Most important character of the show.
You wish. So.
I don't have to. Most important character of the show, but it sucks.
So, we'll see. It could be. It probably is a mental thing. Or it could be her nervous. Or I think you're right. It might be nervousness about her meeting her mom. And when she was in the camp, she was just like, oh yeah, I'm putting on a big front. Oh wait, excuse me. Before we go on towards that part, there was a little side thing in between where they're like, RWBY is finally training unarmed combat against Oscar Pine. So
until RWBY just got a really lucky hit, and then Osmond was like, you know what, let me tag in for a second.
I know.
And then RWBY forgot the most important lesson that even Gohan has had a hard time doing. And that is the lesson of dodging.
Oh, yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, RWBY, come on, man. We've been telling you this since season 1. You have to learn to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know how to dodge, you can't fight, man.
Yeah.
Dodge, woman!
Exactly.
Dodge!
Probably because she is the youngest member of Team RWBY. She hasn't learned yet, because by the end of it, she's still the youngest one of all. And she may have matured a bit, but still not there yet compared to, like, right. Yang or Weiss.
It's alright. The best way to learn how to dodge is to get hit in the face a bunch of times. Ozpin knows what he's doing.
Oh,
That's why he kept going for those space strikes, man.
Definitely.
It's
By
like
the way, I'm going to rag on Oscar Pine going to Ozpin, just like how the Pharaoh from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Whoa. Pause. Come on, man. First of all, even little Yugi learned how to duel. It took him a minute, man. You know, he had to learn from the Pharaoh. You know, like, that's the student apprentice mentality.
You do realize,
look, Oscar's gonna get this shit down.
Oh yeah, he will. But
right now, look, there's nothing wrong with him going Yu-Gi-Oh! Being like, yo, man, Ozpin, tag in. This chick just like.
I know, man. That's my point. I'm like, in the entire course of Yu-Gi-Oh, how many times has Yugi dueled? And I'm like,
3 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's less than 5 times the entire series, and I'm like, that's like several hundred episodes. It's always the Pharaoh, and I'm like,
plus or minus. It's not always the Pharaoh.
It's the vast majority of the time, man. Who won the Battle City tournament? Who fought the Leviathan? I'm like,
Joey Wheeler.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, it wasn't even Joey Wheeler. It was really
Seto Kaiba. Which, by the way, totally random, but when I saw Blake's new outfit, her long white coattails, I'm like, that reminds me of Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! So.
Whoa.
Her outfit, you know, the long white coattails? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. So you're trying to say, like, she's a rich, you know.
I meant outfit-wise. Okay. But anyway, yeah.
Whatever.
But going back to topic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we learned more about semblance.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad
and we learned that it's a part of you.
Yes, exactly.
And that it can grow with you.
And we don't know what comes first. Does your personality form the semblance, or does your semblance form your personality? We don't know. I'm glad that RWBY is actually acknowledging this in the show, and not just in, like, wikias or in interviews or podcasts or whatever. So I'm glad for that.
So good job.
Yes.
Good job, Rooster Teeth.
Yes, thank you, RT.
Good job.
But
the most important thing we learned is that semblance can evolve.
I know.
So that means RWBY can go into a level 2 semblance mode. That means she might get super speed, and then she might turn blue, and then she might
Super Saiyan Blue. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball Z. Okay, that's right. You did bring up Dragon Ball earlier.
No, actually, I was trying to reference Sonic the Hedgehog, if you had just let me finish, mister.
Sure.
Because RWBY said she goes super fast. Nora apparently got struck by lightning and doesn't. It was just another Thursday.
It was a crazy Thursday. You know, that sounds exactly what Nora would say and do. So.
And then I'm pretty sure Nora's like, if it evolves, I feel like she's just gonna turn into lightning.
Oh, she's gonna become the goddess of thunder. Oh man. Oh, basically. Oh my god. With the hammer.
Yeah.
She basically is Thor. Jane Foster Thor.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why do you think I said that?
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. Ooh!
I applaud you. I applaud you right there. I also like how they physically acknowledge that Jean has not found his semblance yet, so we can probably see Jean and Oscar bonding that way, because they're like, yo, man, everybody else found their semblance, and we haven't found ours yet, so.
I think John's semblance is going to be, he turns into the Incredible Hulk. And then it'll literally be Thor Ragnarok on
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what it is. If they say it's based off their personality, I'm like, I don't know what it is.
It's World Breaker Hulk.
But my guess is it will. My honest guess is that it will show up when he takes on Cinder. That is
of course, man. You know what I feel like? He's gonna turn Super Saiyan, man. We're just gonna
blonde.
see a blinding flash of light, and then he's just gonna have blonde hair with blue eyes.
Sure.
Even though he already has that. So, ba-da boom.
Ba-dam boom instead. Okay, so now let's going back to the third portion of the episode, and that, she comes face to face with her mother, Raven Branwen, and she says,
"Hi, Mom."
Yeah, hi, Mom. Exactly. And that she says it out to the whole Branwen tribe. I'm your daughter, and guess what? I don't really care about you. I'm just trying to use you because I need to get to my sister. And
Dang.
I know, wow. Cold-bloodedness sort of runs in that family, right?
Yo, cold-blooded? Are we talking about Weiss right now? Are we skipping ahead to Weiss?
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
man. Well, I'm saying that. Oh,
I heard
shit.
cold-blooded.
Hey, we made cold-blooded in other ways as well, man. But we saw that. She was like, "Yo, hey, what's up?" Oh, and then we learned what Raven's semblance is, and I'm like, "Ooh, interesting." I wonder how she could have formed that when she first got it.
You know what it was? I think when she first fell in love, that's when it activated.
Oh, I was gonna say, or maybe.
And then she's like, "I'd never want to let you go."
Did you just sing a song? Because I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no. Although I could have.
Oh, I thought that you did. Well, anyway.
There's a few songs that can reference that point, man.
Yeah,
Trust me. I mean, we can go Blackstreet, we can go NSYNC, we can go 112, we can go...
That is true. Well, anyway,
Britney
back to the
Spears.
topic on hand. And Raven is just like, sure. How about let's have some dinner first? Why not? And
No, that's... What? You don't need no dinner.
exactly. Yang's like, no, I need you to get there right now. Let's do it. It's implying that it's instantaneous transportation. So she's going to show up like 2 feet in front of Ruby if she does this. Or Ruby or Crow or whoever. And I'm like...
It's with Crow.
Yeah, with Crow.
I keep forgetting that Raven and Ruby aren't related.
Yeah, I like how Raven never referenced Ruby at all, other than your sister.
Your sister.
I'm like, your sister. I'm like, oh, shit. I seriously...
Damn, you're not even going to acknowledge her?
Yeah, I'm like, I seriously want to know what happened that broke up Team Stark. Was it Summer Rose?
Ooh, you want to know what it is? It was like How I Met Your Mother, except...
man. All those crazy dramas. Yeah, I'm going to date you for a few years, and now I'm going to date you for a few years. Wait, I have a kid with them. Now I'm going to have a kid with them. Man. And all in the middle of this is Tai Yang. Oh, man. It's his...
And you know what he's doing? He was just like, look, baby, I like you, but my heart is with, this other chick.
Oh, man.
And then Raven was like, oh, hell no.
I know. Oh, my God. Seriously, she was pretty mad at Tai. She's like, great. Thank you, Tai, for telling everyone about it. And now you just told the entire tribe about my semblance. Which chances are, I'm guessing Raven hides a lot of things from the tribe. And that's probably something that she didn't want them to know.
Oops,
exactly. I'm like, oh shit, Yang's got a lot of guts doing this. The only reason you're not dead is because you're her literal flesh and blood. I hope you know that. So.
Well, speaking about how Yang was being cold-blooded to her mom, Weiss?
Weiss. And I love how they did that in the same episode. I'm glad they are doing this. And I'm like, good. Don't linger on and be like, oh, will Yang find out 2 episodes later she found out? I'm like, no, let's find out right now.
On RWBY Ball Z.
And by the way, I found this weird. Yang was clearly talking out loud in front of the entire Branwen tribe, and Weiss did not recognize Yang's voice?
Nah, man, because Yang sounded different,
What? She sounds exactly the same as she did in the last...
Nah, she sounded different. That's why.
She can't recognize her own teammate's voice?
Look, man, Weiss was busy trying to concentrate with her... She was concentrating on focusing on her summoning no jutsu.
Yes.
And, at the time, she probably wasn't thinking like, oh, this sounds like... I mean, she probably thought maybe that sounded like Yang, but you don't want to take the chance and be like, hey, Yang, I'm over here, So she waited, and then opportunity presented itself with one good punch. One Punch Woman.
One Punch Woman. Oh, she could be One Punch Woman. Imagine a cosplay mashup of One Punch Man with Yang. That would be perfect. Huh.
Yo, man, I'm putting ideas out there, guys. You guys should all be thinking.
Yeah, that is a great cosplay idea. But I'm just like, hey, what the heck? I like how she acknowledges and be like, wait a minute. It's like, Weiss? Why is my teammate here in a cage? And then she said, wait, I like how Weiss did not know that. She's like, wait, the woman who captured me is your mom? And then she's like, Yang's like,
oops.
You captured my teammate? Yeah. And then we're gonna have this giant throwdown. No. Raven's not gonna have any of that stuff. No.
She's like, look, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Just get in the tent. I'm gonna tell you something about Ozpin. Most importantly, in that whole discussion, she's talking about, look, you don't need to go to Crow. Stay with me. Because Ozpin isn't exactly who he is.
Exactly.
So now it makes you wonder, what did Ozpin then tell, Team Ranger?
Exactly, man.
What is he keeping secret from us? What is the hidden truth?
Exactly. And we already know from the last episode that Ozpin is basically as old as Salem. Salem's probably like, what, several thousand years old? How old is Ozpin?
Yeah, plus or minus.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Plus or minus. My point is...
Ooh, you want to know what it is?
What?
I think Salem and Ozpin were a couple.
Oh.
And Ozpin couldn't do it because he was in love. He couldn't kill Salem, and then Salem got into this like immortality type power, and then the gods were like, "You asshole! Because you chose your heart instead of your brain, we curse you for all eternity."
Oh, that'd be a
just
horrible
like Etrigan.
Curse. Oh my god.
Yeah, yo, it's like Etrigan.
Oh god! Oh my god! Etrigan
It's like
from the
Etrigan.
DC Comics.
Shit,
oh
son,
my god!
Yo.
Oh man! Oh.
Yo, what if Ozpin defeats Salem and he kills her? What if Ozpin dies too? What if their fates are linked?
I feel like, okay, that definitely I can see. Oh my god.
Yo, I am the best at storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. I know my stuff.
Hey, there's no confirmation for this yet. There's no confirmation. We're just saying it's entirely plausible.
So far, I have been at least 70% right of this season.
70% right. That's about as accurate as Civil War 2 in the Marvel comics when that Inhuman was like predicting all that stuff. So yes.
Anywho, the whole point of the story is this. Yo, we saw Apache Chief, so that's what made me think of Etrigan. And that's pretty much everything that happened.
That is.
And besides, Weiss and Yang
hugging each other, I'm like, oh, finally. And also, Yang and Weiss, I don't think those two ever had that many scenes together. Like, there's a ship of, the relationship of Bumblebee, Blake, and Yang, and we already know Yang and RWBY are sisters, but Yang and Weiss, now that's a pairing you don't see. And now I want to see RWBY and Blake, because those two aren't usually together.
That don't make sense.
It doesn't matter, but they're 4 people, man. It's 4 people teams. Don't you want to have a personal relationship with all 3 of them?
Yes, that's fine. But as long as you remember that who's the most important.
Well, obviously,
character.
yes. Yeah, sure. I'm shaking my head real hard right now. You guys don't see this, but I'm shaking my head real hard again. But yeah, that's basically the episode. I'm really excited. Oh, wait, one last thing. Vernal.
One more thing.
Vernal. She listened to Raven like just like that, man. She did not protest in any single way. She didn't say anything other than she was being shocked. She did not protest and be like, wait, Raven, hold on a second. No. She just was like...
You want to know why? Because Raven would have backhand her.
Because she's manipulative like that. Oh,
yeah, dude. Who do you think trained Vernal in her powers, man? It was Raven. So you're telling me Raven can't, beat that chick's ass? She could easily beat that chick's ass, bro.
Yeah, until Vernal... See, which leads me to realize, I wonder how much Vernal knows how much her true Spring Maiden powers. I'm like, you can take on the entire tribe and all this Grimm just like that. You can take them all down in like one punch, one swing. And
if she is the apprentice, you don't teach the apprentice everything, man. You got to keep it smart, man.
That is true.
There is a philosophy that I've stand behind, and I think that stands the test of time, and that makes perfect sense on how you train your apprentices. And that is the Sith philosophy.
I was just about to say, please do not mention Sith or Star Wars, the rule of 2. Please do not do that, because I was actually going to mention Starkiller and Darth Vader from the Star Wars Force Unleashed games. And I'm like, oh my god.
This is definitely the rule of 2.
This is definitely the rule of 2, which is there can only be a master and apprentice, and the apprentice can only ascend once they destroy the master. I'm like, ugh. Oh, man. But anyway, I guess that's the episode. Yeah, it was a pretty short episode this week. Only 15 minutes long.
It was.
But, I'm glad that Yang and Weiss are hugging it out. Aww. So you got 2 members back. I don't know what the next episode is going to be about. Let's see.
The next episode is going to be noise. But that's next episode.
Yes, that is.
Right now.
Yes. That is next week's episode, Chapter 5. It's called Necessary Sacrifice. Uh-oh.
So you know what that means. We're going to sacrifice 3 ads in order to summon the Winged Dragon of Ads in attack mode, in attack ads.
Yes. Well,
I missed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Marathon.
Well, just buy it on DVD.
I don't think I keep trying to tell you. You need to watch it with other people.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you can do it on your Twitch screen. But anyway, that is this week's episode. That was Volume 5, Chapter 4, Lighting the Fire.
No. We have the most important part of the show.
Oh, yes, your quote-unquote most important part. Yes. Let's do it.
It is clearly the most important part, because so far, I think my tweets have been working. I think Barbara Dunkman has been seeing these nice little puns and liking them. And I'm thanks to Twitter's new 240 freaking characters, which is about freaking time, I can now put the full amount of puns that I want in my show. So, for those that don't know, and if you're watching this for the first time, don't you dare rush me. If this is your first time listening to the episode, by the way, thank you so much for listening. But I have been going on this crusade and trying to bring Barbara Dunkman and the rest of Team RWBY to C2E2 and ASEN.
Which is Anime Central, which is Chicago's biggest anime convention.
Damn right it is. Anyways, I want them to come to Chicago. And I figured the best way I can do that was not by sending a letter, not by making some video, pleading to them and crying a river, but no. By doing what Barbara loves best. Punning her. Look, man, she likes puns. I like puns. I basically am a pun. So, I've been sending her a pun a week in order to get her to come to C2E2 or ASEN. Or both. Hell, if I can get both, that'd be... But I think it's working. It's definitely working. I can feel it. I have the positivity. So the pun of the week for Barbara Dunkman that I'm about to send is this. What's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer?
I feel like this is a very dirty joke, which she will probably like, but... I don't know. Well, what is the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer?
The taste!
Depends on who you ask, but yeah, I can see that.
Damn right. So, it's a pretty good one, right? Not bad. Huh?
Yes, it is. Well, I've also seen plenty of hentai, so...
And anyway, send!
Yes. Well, Efocutioner, I hope you actually put in the request for the conventions to send them out, because I hope the relationship goes both ways. So, they want them to come, and they would want to go to there, so... Yeah, I hope you know.
Whoa, pause. If she came, I would definitely take the trip.
No.
I would definitely take the trip out to Texas.
Would want them in the first place. You forget that relationship, and
what relationship? The relationship
of the convention wanting the guests. I really hope you're putting in the request.
Why wouldn't the convention want them? Like, come on, man.
But how would they know? How would they know that you would want them there?
Because I'm sending her upon a week.
The conventions aren't going to listen to that. They're not going to care about that. You got to put in the request, man. You got to put in an official request.
All right, I'll put in the request. Anyways,
apparently you don't want them to come, so apparently not.
I damn right. Why?
Because you're not doing everything. You're not doing everything.
Oh, I am doing everything in my power.
You haven't even put in the request.
Look, man,
yet.
Don't make me have to yank you, okay?
Yeah, I'd like to see that try. Yeah. Well, anyway, everyone, that was our podcast for the week. Volume 5, Chapter 4, Lighting the Fire. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast and the episode. Efocutioner, is there anything else you want to say before we head off?
Yes, man. Please check out my podcast, The Chronicles of Gamers, where we like to talk about video game news. Yes, exactly. And we also have a new podcast starting. It's called Long Live Play. It is our PlayStation podcast.
Ooh, yes. And there are plenty of games for the PlayStation, unlike a certain other console system. But yes. Definitely check it out. It is definitely worth checking out. Efocutioner, Chronicles of Gamers. Very good insight. And if you also want to see my cosplay and convention adventures, go right ahead. I'll be doing a convention and doing also reviews for other stuff. My next video is actually going to be about Days of the Dead. It is a horror convention taking place in Schaumburg, Illinois, pretty close to Chicagoland area. So if you live anywhere in the Midwest, you love horror, Days of the Dead is where you want to go. So.
Oh, I love horror, and I definitely know about that event, but that's definitely not Chicagoland.
Yeah, they say that even the
Bro, I'm
the
gonna
hotel's
tell you
called
one more time.
Chicago Schaumburg Marriott. Okay,
Hold on. For my listeners, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you cannot take the CTA anywhere, if you can't take the public transportation, it is not technically Chicago. Done.
You could. There's also the Pace Bus.
That is not Chicago. That is the state of Illinois.
Well, that is what it is. So I'm just telling you
just
facts.
Putting it out there. All right, now I'm done. That's a pet peeve of mine. I hate when they say Chicagoland, and it's nowhere near freaking Chicago. Schaumburg is definitely nowhere near Chicago. That's like someone coming over from New Jersey saying, "I'm New York."
Hey, a lot of apparently people from New Jersey actually say that. They say it's.
Well, guess what? They're not. They're from New Jersey.
And yet, a lot of people who live there say that. Well, anyway, that's a subject for another time. So.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So that is our podcast for today. Check out WraXden Cosplay, myself for me and my crazy cosplay and convention adventures. So.
Yay.
Hey. So,
anyway.
Yes. So anyway,
right.
That's our day. I hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys had fun. And please remember to watch RWBY. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, it's definitely animation is great. Storyline is really in depth. Characters you're gonna love. And
Yang's really great.
Yang is great. If you ever meet their voice actors, they're actually pretty fun. Especially Lindsay Jones and Barbara Dunkelman, the people who do RWBY and Yang respectively. So
yeah, but they're not better than the actual characters.
So yes, all right, that's enough for this. Is WraXden Cosplay signing off, and this is
May the Yang be with you.
Yeah, may the Yang be with you.